Now, folks, if you've been a longtime viewer of my channel, you might remember that we've previously encountered a series, an animated series called the Tuttle Twins, and well, it's recently come to my attention that there is now a third season of Tuttle Twins, and I present to you the trailer for Tuttle Twins Season 3.
Emily as Chemily, with the power to invoke chemical reactions. And Ethan as Alter Ethan, with the power to shapeshift. Awesome!
Holy hippocampus! Where to first?
Cannonball, look out!
Bruce does not have a dad in his life. He's one of the millions of victims of the fatherless epidemic.
What's that?
Something no other kid show would dare to talk about. Vamos!
So you might be catching on to the premise of this, but for those of you who don't know, the Tuttle Twins are characters from a series of books, children's books, is my understanding, made by a bunch of libertarians in order to, push their ideology.
Don't be lasagna.
Salmonous, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs, and that brings us over the line. We're doing some Tuttle Twin content, everybody. Is this some PragerU shit? No. It's not some PragerU shit at all. It's Angel Studios, the hit studio behind such films as
The journey I had with my car lead me to a lonely girl, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train, going anywhere.
Going anywhere. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs, Sake Tanuki. Very appreciated.
What Happens at 30 is the most insufferable romantic comedy title ever. I'm donating to fund its production by the fine people behind What's a Girl to Do.
Oh god, okay, one of the things I would do with $10 billion is also give the smallest, tiniest fraction of it to fund a What's a Girl to Do big budget film. Yes, this is the Angel Studios behind God's Not Dead, as well as the was that child trafficking movie that got put out that was all the rage in conservative circles. I'm really blanking on it right now. I want to say Zero Dark 30, but I genuinely know that's incorrect. Sound of Freedom, thank you very much, Erica and Archangel and Comrade Girl 2018. Yeah, basically, it's a children's book series that got turned into an animated series by Angel Studios, and Angel Studios has continued making it, I guess, and it's libertarian, and it's very bizarre, as you can see from the self-referential humor, the fourth wall breaking humor that they pull out in order to address the fatherless epidemic. And genuinely, I don't understand even that joke in context, because plenty of children's films are about examining losing a parent, both the father and the mother. Like that's a very frequent trope in children's film and animation. So okay, whatever. Yeah, the other joke is that the Tuttle Twins' grandma sleeps with all the historical figures.
Mr. Rowe, is it true going to college doesn't guarantee us a good job?
No.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm not ready. They got fucking Mike Rowe on their stupid animated series. They have a fucking time traveling machine, and they went and time traveled to go talk to Mike Rowe. Oh.
I'm just saying, not all knowledge comes from college.
Privacy is a right. Guard it with all your might.
Aren't you scared?
Not when I'm prepared.
Wanna play Knox? Okay. You're lucky this is filtered!
What is that?
It is I, Skelicopter!
Okay, hot take. I really like Skelicopter. I want Skelicopter in all the things. I like him. I like his gumption. He replaced both his hands with propeller blades. Polly has his cracker. Thank you for being a member on YouTube. Appreciate it.
Let me guess. Your catchphrase is like,
I've got a bone to pick.
What is that thing?
Do not lie to me.
I'm Benjamin Franklin! That was spicy!
Oh boy. He has the same skull as Grimm from Billy and Mandy. He is like the General Grievous of Tuttle twins. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah. Was that a knockoff Ralph Wiggum voice? Yes. I don't hate it. Why don't I hate it? Because you haven't watched it yet. Just want to say a big thank you to the Oilers. I haven't had a white name in a long time. And Riverboat Jack as well. Y'all are awesome. You're awesome too, Jess. Thanks for consistently showing up and watching. Also, Sake Tanuki, what is this? What is this link you dropped? Oh, yes. Yes, this is the PragerU version of Tuttle Twins.
hey, Leo.
Hey, Layla.
Oh shit, it's a meme edit. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Don't let your kids watch it!
You just tap here and away we go. But let me get the settings right before you do that.
No.
Ronald Reagan, here I come.
Oh no.
Wow, is this what West Berlin looks like? Maybe I'll really get to meet Ronald Reagan.
I am your new god, Miss Prager.
Wow, you're really President Reagan. Nice to meet you. I'm Leo, and I came here from the future. What are you doing here?
I want to destroy socialism and the welfare state, douse them with gasoline, and set them on fire.
Oh, man. All this talk about communists is making me hungry.
Sorry, you don't live on. Children who die don't live on.
I guess you're right, but can we have a snack first? I brought jelly beans.
Why would a person be grateful for receiving an entitlement?
Hey, Mr. Reagan, can I ask you some questions?
Shut up,
Why did they build the Berlin Wall in Germany?
because it is not France.
What's the INF?
It stands for incest, N-word, feces.
You are amazing, Mr. Reagan.
Holy shit.
You saved everyone's lives and made them better at the same time.
I'm a very appealing man. Execute powerful, unimaginable terror.
Yeah, freedom for everyone.
There you are, Leo. I've been looking for you everywhere.
I'm immortal. Working toilet.
I was not prepared. I was not prepared for that.
Garbage. Pure, undiluted garbage, meaningless, drivel, nonsense. That's all they were. Junk. And when I thought, this is what these kids in this preschool are seeing,
I want all of you to know that that soundboard clip is 100% unedited. That is a real thing that Dennis Prager said in one of the videos of his that we went over years ago, and it's one of my favorite sound drops. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, he's talking about how disgusting and awful the finger painting of kindergartners is. Fuck. Oh no. Oh no, Tuttle Twins isn't allowing just anybody to watch the show anymore. Well, you know, this'll go down all right.
How is it 2025 and we still don't have card games on MOTORCYCLES?
Wait, why? How is it 2025 and text-to-speech can't say motorcycles? Also, Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. Appreciated. I think you guys will understand the show's ethos. I present to you an episode of the Tuttle Twins, okay?
I'm so tired of everything getting so expensive.
If only we could control the money, then we could fix the money problems ourselves.
That's what they all say. Get in! We're doing a Bitcoin sequel!
I'm sorry. Okay, wait. So this is a full episode. Is this a sponsored segment by swan.com? I'm assuming that's a crypto site of some kind. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Matt Binder, Humanist Report, thank you very much for the raids. Welcome, folks. We're about to jump into taking a look at the Tuttle Twins series that apparently is now gone full crypto. They made an entire animated episode that I think is about how good Bitcoin is. So, you know, like, perfect crossover here right now. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys had great streams. Welcome, everybody. And let's do this thing. Swan is crypto? Hell yeah. Let's watch this libertarian nightmare.
Uncle Jamie says Bitcoin is a pet rock. It doesn't do anything. Then again, Uncle Jamie does spend a concerning amount of time with his pet rocks.
Jamie, time for dinner.
I'm not doing anything weird in here, Mom!
Let Uncle Jamie play Smoochy Kiss with his pet rocks. There's nothing wrong with that.
Shoppers, warm up your shopping legs!
The vibes of this are already so bad.
Ready, set, go!
And we're green! Spend! Shop! Spend!
Cheese dolphins! Baked cheese snacks in the shape of the ocean's bad boys!
Rip by the yard! 3 times longer than the competition!
Like, what is supposed to be happening right now? Like, genuinely, what are they doing?
Oh, go, my little capitalist! Stimulate the economy by buying junk food you'll regret eating tomorrow!
There it is!
The most delicious sugar cereal to ever
But okay, so, like, I'm understanding the reference to Supermarket Sweep, but, like, are they doing Supermarket Sweep? Like, is there a game happening here, or are they just, like, somehow running around a grocery store, like, in crazy people?
destroy the roof of your mouth.
While also warming your soul.
Chocolate chomp.
Dare Dragon Warrior, thank you for the $2 super chat, but also just there are so many layers going on here. There are so many layers. Why are they recreating like the creation of Adam or whatever that famous the famous painting? You know what I'm talking about, where Adam's like, and God's like, You know which one I'm talking about. Like, I know they're doing Captain Crunch, but like, why is Captain Crunch in the position of God? Or their knockoff Captain Crunch is in the position of the creation of man. Thank you. It's almost funny. It's almost funny, except that they're just like, just there's no irony here, you know?
Yes, sir! Did you see anything? No, sir! I didn't see you playing with your dolls again! Good!
Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. Appreciate it. Also, why is he a chaplain? As far as I understand it, a captain has authority. I don't think a chaplain really has any authority.
Time! Let's tally up the damage!
God,
Junk food movie night is the best.
That raccoon is truly horrifying. Like genuinely, like in a way that I don't find funny. It's just like gross.
We've been saving up for this for months. I can't wait to chow down on carbs while watching awful movies.
It's gonna be the most artery-clogging, cavity-causing night of the year!
Thanks, Grandma! Thank your salads. I'm only paying for 1/3 of it, but I will eat half.
Don't forget the protein bars. Every day is leg day.
Robert, ever since we gave you those
I don't know what to think about this or what to make of it, but like, why?
Those action figure legs to become a gym bro.
Haters gonna hate. Yeah, Robert's the man.
$100 already?
But we haven't even scanned everything!
We spent half this much last year. I'm so tired of everything getting so expensive. Thanks a lot, inflation monster.
Sup?
Rocket City Trash Pandas are a minor league baseball team of the Southern League and the double affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels.
I'm Sake Tanuki. I appreciate the 2 tier 1 subs, but I'm really stuck on this robot flashing its robo skirt at this minimum wage employee at the grocery store. I'm really having a hard time with this.
Ugh, our money
Is this AI generated? No, it's libertarian generated. Common misconception.
so messed up.
You're messed up for taking so long in line. Move it, lady!
Oh, if only we could control the money, then we could fix the money problems ourselves.
That's what they all say. Get in! We're doing a Bitcoin sequel!
Oh, is this the Bitcoin sequel where you travel back in time to examine why, in fact, it's not good to allow private production of currency? Are you going back to the Italian city-states to like examine how different currencies being controlled by different like wealthy families squabbling against each other was actually not great? Are we going back to like different when like different kingdoms allowed their various provinces to just like do whatever they wanted with money, and it consistently collapsed the economy regularly?
Would you say the libertarians are the generative AI of the right?
I would say that libertarians are the most easily impressed by AI of the right, if that's a meaningful distinction. Like, libertarians think of AI as like, and they like, you know, they feel an unhealthy arousal towards it, you know?
Attention shoppers! Chaplin Chomp is 90% off for roughly the next 18 minutes. Or at least it would be if I owned this store. To the internet again!
Wait, they didn't finish paying for their stuff. That's such a dick move.
Hello again, internet!
Grandma?
What's happening?
I have a horrible connection in this store. Just give it a second. Any second now.
Now I have to put all this back. Grandma, we left our snacks. Please tell me there's junk food in the internet. Ooh, cookies. Oops, sorry, Grandma.
I hope we don't get any viruses this time.
Hello!
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go to Bitcoin Beach, everybody. Is this where we're going to we're going to see the legendary temple of BitConnect? Okay, fun fact. To be very clear, this is not that Dan Harmon. You know? I feel like the show is trying to credit Dan Harmon of Harmontown and Community with creating this show. It's Daniel Harmon, totally different man.
You stowed away?
It's my nature. And you can go into the internet?
Where in the internet are we anyways?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Bitcoin? Uncle Jamie says Bitcoin is a pet rock. It doesn't do anything. Then again, Uncle Jamie does spend a concerning amount of time with his pet rocks. Hey, wait!
Download
mode interrupted.
What? Derek? Man, these viruses are really personalized. Let's get you into the trash.
File corrupted.
What?
Like, I'm sorry, in what universe is like ragtime music appropriate for this? Like, why would you do this? What, why?
Meanwhile, in the Bitcoin verse, the money is fixed, the Kool-Aid is orange, and we're definitely not in a cult.
See, when you say it like that, it makes people think we are in a cult.
Bitcoin is loud. Fiat is war.
See, doyas are evil.
Is this the hippie or Bitcoin part of the internet?
I think both.
Here you are, Grandma. Are we looking for something, or are you just trying to lose Corinne?
Why are you making me choose?
Please tell me this place has real food.
Ah, there you are.
Oh my God.
Gabby. Twins and little communists. Meet Bitty. She's a Bitcoin. Ooh, impressive.
I can't wait. I can't wait for them to start trying to explain how Bitcoin works and how actually it is the future of currency somehow.
Impressive.
Impressive. Where are his juicy thighs?
So
God.
you're Bitcoin?
I'm a Bitcoin. One of 21 million.
Hey!
Uncle Jamie says Bitcoin is a hyped up fraud. It's uncontrollable and untrustable.
So, for money to be trusted, it needs to be controlled?
No doy.
What does it even mean to control the money?
Well, it means they can easily...
Yes, this is for children. I cannot emphasize enough. This is not for adults. This is for children.
Make more money, make less, or steal it from you because they can. Which reminds me of a song.
Oh, please. No. Fucking kill me. So, I feel like we really need to really talk about this. Let's get the song over with. Otherwise, I'm going to be thinking about that the entire time.
And money is controlled, money is corrupted. When money is controlled, money is corrupted.
Yippee, he sings.
A long time ago, a dollar bill was backed by gold. Gold
my
was rare
God.
and hard to mine, so it was hard to control. The government couldn't print more bills without mining gold to match. But what if they could secretly tax you behind your back?
How? Asking for a friend.
So the government just hitched the gold and made money out of thin air.
What? That's taxing you behind? No. That. Oh God. We left the gold standard because it became readily apparent that like the stability and military might of like the United States government would serve as a sufficient backing for currency. Okay, like that's like we left the gold standard because it allowed for more economic activity than limiting the money supply in that way. Like kind of like how when for example, billionaires, right? How billionaires make their money, right? Is that they have billions of dollars. They have a company, let's say. They take, instead of taking a salary from that company, what they do is they pay themselves in shares of the company, and then they leverage those shares to get a loan from a bank. And the bank gives them that loan backed by, what their shares in the company. And they just have money that is not connected at all to like their income, really. Okay?
We left the gold standard because of the gold rush. Gold prices fell and everyone swapped gold coins for silver, melted it down, and sold raw silver.
Yeah, and there was like a big conversation about like gold standard, silver standard. There were like people who were fighting to have like gold replace or silver replace gold. It's like a whole thing. But like
CGP Grey made some great videos on it.
ultimately what it became was, when it became known that like, oh, you can actually just have it not attached to anything. Well, you can attach it to the trustworthiness of the U.S. Military, the global empire of America, right? And it's just like, it's a complicated issue, but to say like, oh, they just wanted to tax you more in the form of inflation, that's just not what happened. It's just not what happened.
At first nobody noticed, the people didn't care. So the government kept printing trillions of currency. And now inflation makes it so you can't afford groceries. When money is...
Except that's not really what's been fueling inflation lately. Like, inflation typically in the way that we've been doing it in America, like, it inflates, by a certain, like, 1, 2, 3% every year. But, like, when you encounter, like, an economic road speed bump, like, say, COVID, that can go up if you need to print more money. But, like, that's not what makes it unsustainable or
Ask
too
any
expensive to
libertarian
buy
why
groceries.
we still make nickels when they cost 14 cents per nickel.
Yep. Libertarians will die if you ask them questions like that.
Is controlled. Money is corrupted when money is controlled. Money is corrupted.
What about funding important stuff, like wars? Wouldn't you need to control the money for that?
Once upon a time, when a country went to war, they'd send the people a war tax if it was worth fighting for. If the fighting went on far too long, the people would revolt. I'm not paying for your stupid war, and you have lost my vote. Well, the government got sneaky. They knew just what they'd need. Instead of taxing for the war, they'd print that money secretly. Then wars could last for decades.
Wait a minute. It's not secretly. They openly talk about. This isn't like a secret conspiracy. You don't need to like try and sell conspiracy theories to children here. The government says how much money they print. I can't imagine anyone showing this to their kids. Unfortunately, you've never met hardcore Republican parents then, because I can guarantee you they show their kids some wild shit. Like, I don't know, creationism documentaries that talk about how the complexity of the eye precludes evolution from being a thing.
And they could do just what they will, cause it's funded through inflation, and you can...
It's not secret if the government does it. I mean, it can be secret if the government does it, but the government does it in the open. Like, the Fed openly releases the reports on this. It's not... No one's like, oh man, the government prints money. That's news to me. Like, that's like the job they have. People can and do track what they do, and they report on it themselves. Like, it's not to say it's like a secret. It's just not.
When money is controlled, money is corrupted. When money is controlled, money is corrupt.
And can we just like take again, like just a real quick moment to recognize that they're doing this episode while branded by Swan.com, a cryptocurrency company or exchange of some kind. And it just kind of seems even more dystopian when you're like recognizing this is this has been sponsored by a cryptocurrency company. So like, to be completely clear here, a cryptocurrency company sponsored this episode to propagandize to children to get them to buy crypto. You know? It's nuts.
Okay, so maybe we don't need to control money to fund wars. But what about seizing money from terrorists? Shouldn't the government still control money to do that?
The government can seize their money from terrorists, it's true. But what if they determine that that terrorist is you? When a Canadian trucker convoy was protesting...
So true. So true, King.
For their rights, thousands of people donated their dollars to the fight. But the Prime Minister of Canada really hated that protest. These peaceful...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Justin Trudeau made it into the show.
Truckers were honking, so he called them terrorists. He wanted to shut it down as they protested his laws, so he seized all of the money that was donated to the cause.
Oh, all the money except for one kind he couldn't control.
They for sure weren't peaceful. Yeah. I don't know how to parse this. This is getting a lot of compound interest on the comedy.
Bitcoin.
When money is controlled, money is corrupted. When money is controlled, money is corrupted. When money is controlled.
Yeah, for sure. Having more like rules and regulations around money and the how money is produced, etc. Like apparently that's corrupting the money. Having more protections for consumers so you don't, have a rug pull under you and like lose your life savings. That's corruption, I guess.
Money is corrupted when money is controlled. Money is corrupted.
Oh, that was so good! Great job, Biddy!
If you thought that was good. It was good.
My dad says absolute power can corrupt even the best people. So maybe no one can handle the temptation of controlling money.
The government can handle it. They control the money for our good. If you can't trust them, what can you trust? Let me guess. You're going to say cryptocurrency.
No. Oh, you can't just blindly trust cryptocurrencies. Many of them are just as controlled and corruptible as the US dollar.
But not Swan.com.
Okay, then what money isn't controlled?
Well, one option is Bitcoin, the original cryptocurrency.
Yeah, we learned that Bitcoin is digital money that can be sent from person to person without a bank or government involved.
Especially over Swan.com.
Exactly! Bitcoin is decentralized, which means no one group controls it. And because no one controls it, no one can corrupt it.
If no one can...
Just like Trump coin. Exactly the same as Trump coin. No one can control it. Ignore that it's called Trump coin. No one controls it.
We need to bust out the old Cryptkeeper puppet and update it as the CryptoKeeper for PSAs against crypto.
That would unironically slap so hard, Sake Tanuki. Thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs.
Controls Bitcoin, how can you make tons more of it? Like for wars and bailing out bankers? Important stuff?
You can't. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. So, the value of your Bitcoin can't be stolen through inflation.
Yeah, but that also makes it like an asset that is, not quite that liquid. Like that's kind of the problem. It doesn't actually function as a currency. It functions as an asset.
The last 10 years, the dollar has lost 49% of its value to inflation, while the value of Bitcoin has grown significantly.
Oh yeah, the Bitcoin Lyle sent us a while ago is even more valuable now.
But remember, Bitcoin's a new kind of money that most people don't own yet, so its value still goes up and down in the short term, so...
Treat it like a long-term savings account, not a get-rich-quick scheme. We know.
You are learning. And if you store it safely, it can't be stolen by criminals or the government. You said criminals twice!
You said that joke twice.
I say a lot of things twice, dum-dum robot.
My Uncle Jamie says if he was the government, he would close Bitcoin down.
The government hates that it can't close down Bitcoin. Nobody can.
Ugh.
So, the government is making a creepy knockoff called... CBDCs.
CBDCs?
I've heard of CBD. I've heard of it from Sam Cedar on the Majority Report.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'll save you, Ethan!
Oh god, I forgot about this bit.
Viruses detected.
Wait, so what are CBDCs?
Central bank digital currencies. Instead of being completely uncontrolled, this money is completely controlled.
Hey, little guy.
Oh! Why would banks want to create their own digital money when they already control our paper money?
Because they can't control how you use your paper money. Once it leaves the bank, it becomes hard to trace and nearly impossible to control. CBDCs would allow the government to completely control.
Oh boy, we love seeing propaganda made to convince children, pushing the idea that we should end the Federal Reserve. They're fear mongering about stable coins. Like, is that like basically the thrust of this? Genuinely I don't know that much about CBDCs, but like that just seems like you're getting a stable coin with like maybe a different backer. Like if it's the US government, for example, it'd be backed by the government. If it's like a different kind of stablecoin, it'd be backed by presumably some kind of private agency or company.
Control the money to spy on everything you buy. Imagine the government taxing you instantly, seizing your money whenever they feel like it. Say the wrong thing in a post, poof, you're a terrorist, and poof, no more money in your bank account.
That literally seems what Donald Trump is doing right now. He's doing that without this technology.
Today, most of the countries in the world are considering using CBDCs, and once this kind of power is unleashed, it may be nearly impossible to reverse it.
So, how do we stop the creepy government digital money?
First, vote for politicians who will fight it. And second, use money they can't control.
Like me, Bitcoin.
And how does a
Oh
kid
my
buy
God.
Bitcoin?
With parental permission.
On swan.com.
I meant actually, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
Why does it say incoming unskippable ad?
One easy way to buy Bitcoin is with Swan. If it
I was doing a bit. They're just doing the actual. This is they're advertising cryptocurrencies to children. They literally have an ad for a cryptocurrency exchange geared towards children. What? How? Okay, now I'm not a lawyer at all. Surely there's some kind of law against that, right? Surely there's some kind of law against like trying to market meme coins to children, right? I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know what if there's a law against this, but that's on TV, yes. On the internet, that might be an important distinction. Genuinely, not really. Damn. Yeah, the laws. I believe you're right, VinnyVax. I think the laws against marketing to children apply only to television, which is really messed up.
Bitcoin only app with no fees on your first $10,000. Quick, parents, scan the QR code, download the app, and exchange your controlled money for uncontrolled money today. Sponsored by Swan. And we'd like to thank our second sponsor, Crema Bunion Cream. Derek!
But this future is so scary. What hope do we have?
You know, as more people, companies, and even countries start to hold money that no one can control, like Bitcoin, they may see the advantages and stop the creepy CBDCs themselves.
Like, I'm sorry, does no one, like, at any point who holds this ideology stop and think what would happen if, like, say, instead of the government having currency, instead it was multinational corporations, and you had to have different currency with each corporation in order to do business with them? Like, did they not see how, like, if we just start getting individualized currency for every, like, major corporation, how that is ultimately going to just end in disaster? Like, holy shit. We've literally gone through this before in society. We can take a look at the past and see what happened and why that was a bad idea.
Uncontrolled money won't solve all the world's problems, but it will force the government, companies, and people to...
Yeah, exactly. Like we're talking, like, in order to buy a Big Mac, you need to, like, use McCoin. You know, in order to in order to, like, I don't know, pay your parking ticket, you need to use Palantir tokens. In order to, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of a company. I'm just so upset right now. In order to shop at Walmart, you need Wallcoin. It just seems like this is obvious why this would be bad. And a lot of that is all predicated on there being a fundamental US currency with which to buy those things, you know? And ultimately what that kind of leads to is just the recreation of companies' script, you know, like different, you know, and different exchange rates between different currencies that can be privately controlled by the company that issues the coin. You know, and like then you start getting into like other areas where, like, well, okay, it's dipping into the Pornhub cash. Yeah. I don't know, it just seems kind of like ultimately we've been through this before and it doesn't work out that great. And what ultimately happens if there's a breakdown between exchanges of these coins, right? Like what happens when those exchanges break down? What happens to services when things go dark? You know, like that's one of the nice things about cash is if, you know, the machines at your local store are broken, you can pay in cash anyway. No one reads history? I guess not. Maybe we'll have to do a deep dive on like banking.
To act more honestly. When you can't change the money changes you.
Uncle Jamie wouldn't lie. Dollars are safe. A little inflation isn't fact, it's normal. Bitcoin doesn't do anything. Bitcoin is a pet rock. A useless, pointless pet rock!
I mean, it's genuinely not, a little inflation is genuinely not
coins
bad.
To get some late night crutch wraps. Did I invest in a shite coin?
You know, in a very real and tangible way, you did. Paladin Lost, thank you for the $10 dono.
Thank you for the rock candy, Jeffrey.
And thank you for the Rocky Road ice cream.
Jeffrey, why are you here? Our love is on the rocks.
It's true, my dear. I wasn't igneous, but it's nothing some Rocky Road ice cream can't fix.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh, Pebbles.
Jamie, time for...
Okay, like, you know, I just don't think if a grown man was playing with rocks by himself, he'd be making those jokes. You know, like I think if a grown man was playing with pet rocks with another grown man who likes pet rocks, they would make rock jokes to each other. But I don't think
Why
you
does
do
this
it
make me wish I was
by
stoned?
yourself. Why does this make you wish you were stoned? Because it would probably be a lot better. Thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. Rebecca! I'll give 10 subs if anybody gets my reference. I don't know what that reference is.
I'm not doing anything weird in here, Mom! I mean, coming!
Wait, this is charming, though. Like, strange, yes. Charming, though, I don't know. This is fine.
Oh, how we love Uncle Jamie's imagination.
He really has so much passion.
Oh my god. Okay, so the Toy Story is happening.
Uncle Jamie's prize pet rock collection?
Oh, hi.
Ah, they're alive!
The love of Jamie brought us to life.
Ethan and Emily's grandma, what are we doing here?
These rocks don't have money. You think you know how to control money? Well, here's your chance to prove it.
And...
Wait, it's to a cartoon called Bravest Warriors? Well, okay, wait a minute. How have I never heard of this? It's by Pendleton Ward. Seems adorable. Wait, did Pendleton Ward create Catbug? I didn't know that.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go squat some rocks.
And Derek and I are going to see the Rolling Stones.
The puns are hurting me a lot. The puns the puns are causing me some real distress.
Ooh, Rocky Road. Yes, please.
What's that?
It's money?
What's money? I'm Bubbles, by the way.
Well, money is...
Money is power! It's fat stacks of cheddar! It's how I prove I'm better than you!
It's what you buy goods and services with. Oh! Yeah, we just trade with whatever we have.
Well, that sounds difficult.
It is! How do you make this money?
Ooh. Well, you can use these scissors to cut a paper into small bills, and voila! Money! From now on, Pebbles, your job is to control the money. Give everyone a little and then only make more if it's like an emergency or whatever.
I could have the power.
Money, transitory inflation, transitory power, Keynesianism.
Sounds fun!
Oh no.
So in this scenario, we literally have the transition from like non-exploitative like communal trading to or at least minimal exploitative. Anyway, you're doing trading, right? We literally have the evolution of Coconut Island. Coconut Island has just happened, except it's Rock Island.
Corinne, when money is controlled, money is corrupted.
Oh, relax. It's all under control.
That's what she just said. Haven't you learned your lesson from printing too many tickets at the carnival and crashing Moneycraft?
I'm not
Is it because the rock you gave the scissors to now has a monopoly on cash? Because the same thing could happen if they got a monopoly on, I don't know, one of the necessary components of rock life, I guess.
Controlling the money, Pebbles is. If we can't trust adorable Pebbles, I don't know who we can trust. What could go wrong?
Okay, but wait, what do the rocks need to survive? I'm genuinely really confused.
It's crazy out there.
Pebbles? I gave you control of the money printer, aka the scissors, and this is what you do with it? What happened, Pebbles?
I had to stimulate the rock economy. It was an emergency.
Are you bedazzled in real diamonds?
There was also a fashion emergency.
And you used your printed money to fight the IROC war?
Sorry about that one.
And you stole this money from peaceful protesters?
I did what I had to!
Money printer go!
Where is Grandma?
Well, this is sad.
Yes, it is, for a lot of reasons.
73, 74, 75.
My gains!
Down with the system!
Absolute power corrupts absolutely? And I gave Pebbles...
Yeah, and surely there's no way that anyone could ever amass a critical amount of cryptocurrency in order to unbalance the market and take a majority share and then strangle the rest of it. Surely someone wouldn't just have control over resources with Bitcoin rather than with American dollars.
It's the most powerful weapon a government can wield! An infinite money printer! Pebbles! Cast it into the trash can! Destroy it!
Yeah, like, genuinely, I'm wondering, like, what resources do the rocks need? Like, what work, like when a rock person goes to work in this world, what does that even look like? Yes, this is a Lord of the Rings joke.
Yes!
is mine. That was weird.
Don't you let go, Corinne!
I wasn't going to?
Stone her! Stone her! Stone her!
Pet Rock Nation!
Jesus.
Your money was controlled, and the value was secretly stolen from you through inflation!
Boo! It's time to stop using Pebble's money!
Well, then what money can we use?
Not going back to bartering! Yeah!
We can't
Have you tried cryptocurrency on swan.com?
trust our banks or politicians to not mess up the money. I'm looking at you, Granite Yellen. Guilty.
We can't even trust each other.
I'm real sorry here.
At you, Granite Yellen. Guilt.
What is a child supposed to get out of that? What child knows who Janet Yellen is in order to understand the joke Granite Yellen? No kid. This is a show made for children, but it's. Let me put it this way. You know how like sometimes like an animated movie gets put out and it's like, oh, there's something for everyone. You know, there's something for the kids, there's something for the adults. This is a show entirely made for adults, but it's marketing itself to children, which makes it so much worse.
See?
We can't even trust each other, and that's okay.
That's why we need a money that doesn't depend on trust. A money that no one controls. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. Like Bitcoin.
And a rock can own a, what do you call it, a Bitcoin?
Yes, as long as you have access to the internet with a computer or like
And swan.com.
smartphone. See?
We may be struggling to feed our rock children because of inflation, but
You have to feed your rock children? Genuinely, what does that mean? What does that look like?
every house has a smartphone. Yeah! I mean, come on, it's not the Stone Age.
It's like Ren and Stimpy, Cow and Chicken. It's not like that at all. It's not at all like that. Because at least in Ren and Stimpy and Cow and Chicken, children could understand at least the general thrust of the joke. If you're a child, you're not getting 90% of the jokes in this. Oh, look at that. They built a utopia using Bitcoin in 5 years.
Well, rocks are sure boring. What did we miss?
The loss of my dignity.
Nothing. Let's get going.
Mom! I told you not to touch my stuff!
Great. Wait, isn't The Rock making money with kid scissors basically just talking about counterfeiting? No, it's not talking about counterfeiting. It's talking about printing money. It's talking about like the way we use like quantitative easing in our modern economy to just like print out a bunch of money that's not connected to like the gold standard anymore. And they're trying to say, well, this is better, but the cryptocurrency is better because ostensibly it can't be controlled by the government, unlike, you know, the dollar. And the inflation of the dollar is actually a secret tax on you.
Excuse me, checkout boy, do you accept Bitcoin?
Cash your card only.
Oh, okay. Well, then get with the times, bucko!
It's not my store.
So what did you learn?
One of the reasons our money is so messed up is because it's being controlled.
And I think I should put back some of this junk.
Also, can we just like point out that if you're a child and you're watching this, the main message you're taking away from this is our money is being controlled by them. And I think that like you can kind of understand who the them people who would enjoy this would be talking about. You know, like this is already full of conspiratorial nonsense. And like it's just like half a step away. It's like implied throughout a lot of this, but we're like half a step away from JQing, okay?
Junk food, too many seed oils.
And subsidized corn syrup.
And maybe I'll store part of my income in non-controlled money.
That's the lesson you learned?
You're literally a child. What income do you have?
I wanted you to learn the power of megaphones. I just told everyone that they could get cheap cereal, and they believed me.
Wait, it's not on sale?
That's all.
The power, when you amplify misinformation, it can certainly lead people to doing things that they otherwise wouldn't do. That's so true. Ha 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 ha. Seed oils, yeah. Ha 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 ha. See, ha ha.
What? That's not copyrighted.
We made Tuttle Twins to teach our own kids about natural rights, inflation, Bitcoin, the dangers of communism, cronyism, free speech, free markets, free trade, free Julian Assange. Just kidding, but please do.
I didn't know this man looked like this. I didn't know this man looked like this. All right. Okay.
So, if you also like those ideas, you can watch Tuttle Twins with your kids for free at angel.com or in the Angel app.
Don't forget to buy crypto on swan.com. Man, that was worse than I ever possibly could have prepared myself for. You didn't know, but are you surprised? No. The vibes are just so, like, the vibes are rancid, guys.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube is where she streams. All that content is bursting the scenes. Politics, dating, flame more. Her sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.